Today I want to teach you to look at your home through my eyes. I know that so often your eyes are tired from so much crying, from so much disappointment, from searching for signs of change and finding only silence. But I want to remind you that your story, the story of your family, is not over. Where you see walls cracked by pain, I see bridges being rebuilt with love and patience. Where you feel only distance and coldness, I am preparing genuine reunions and healing embraces. See what no one else sees. I see the weariness you try to hide, the prayers you whisper in secret, the sighs that escape when you think no one is watching. Every tear you shed is gathered by me. Every word you struggle to speak is heard by me. And today I come to tell you, do not give up. I know that at times, your home feels like a silent battlefield. Words spoken without love, actions that wounded, silences that hurt more than any shouted word. All of this weighs heavily on your heart. But I want you to know, the love I planted within you is stronger than any hurt. And that love still has the power to restore what has been broken. Perhaps you have been told there is no more hope. Perhaps you have been tempted to believe that the bonds which broke will never be mended. But today I ask you, is anything impossible? For me? Where the world sees ruins, I see possibilities. Where the world sees an end, I see a new beginning. Do not let the past dictate the future of your family. Yes, mistakes were made. Yes, there were failings. But my forgiveness is greater than any guilt, and my grace is stronger than any fall. Today is a new day, and in a new day I can make all things new, including the story you thought was written only in pain. Do not condemn yourself for what you did not do. Do not chain yourself to the words you never said, the gestures you lacked the courage to make, the embraces left trapped by fear. Today I invite you to look ahead, to walk towards healing, even if each step feels small, to believe that, even in the most wounded stories, I can write chapters of reconciliation and peace. I know the journey has been hard. I know you have often thought about giving up, about believing it might be easier just to leave things as they are. But today I come to renew you. I come to remind you that even a tiny seed of faith, the size of a mustard seed, is enough to move mountains. And the mountain that today separates your heart from your family can be moved by the power of my love. I am not far from you. I am not indifferent to your pain. Every prayer, every tear, every silent cry, I have gathered with tenderness, and I am working where you cannot see, preparing the ground where new bonds will be planted. Even if everything now seems dry and lifeless, there are roots of hope growing quietly beneath the surface. Trust in me. Trust even when everything appears still. Trust even when results seem slow to come. Because the restoration I am preparing for your home will not be shallow. It will be deep, true, and lasting. Today I ask you to place your fears into my hands. Place your feelings of helplessness into my hands. Place your weariness from fighting alone into my hands, because you have never been, and will never be, alone in this battle. I am with you, shoulder to shoulder, heart to heart, and know this. I do not only wish to restore your home, I want to restore you too. To heal the wounds no one else sees. To strengthen the faith that sometimes feels weakened under the weight of circumstances. To turn your story into a testimony of love and victory. So today, even if your heart feels heavy, choose to trust. Choose to sow words of life where once there was hurt. Choose to be the one who never gives up. Choose to keep loving, even when you are not understood. Because those who sow in tears will reap with joy. I am working in your family. Do not lose heart. Even if it takes time, what I have promised I will fulfill. Your home will see days of peace, harmony, and reunions that the world will find impossible. But for me, it will be just the beginning of what I have dreamed for you. And today I ask you, do you believe I can do this? If you believe, even with a small faith, offer your home to me now in prayer. I am here, arms wide open, ready to carry what you can no longer bear alone. And together we will restore what was lost, because my love never fails. Now that you know I am here holding your hand, I want to teach you to take an even deeper step. I want to teach you to look within yourself, because the restoration of your home begins in your heart. So often we ask for changes on the outside, forgetting that the most powerful transformation happens inside. Before your home can be rebuilt, your heart must be healed. Before words of forgiveness spring from others' lips, they must first be born on yours. I see the hurts you carry. I know the marks others have left. I know how hard it is to trust someone who has hurt you, how difficult it is to believe again after so many broken promises. But today I invite you to an act of courage, to release forgiveness, not because the other person deserves it, but because your heart deserves to be free. Holding on to hurt is like keeping a wound open. You were not created to live bleeding within. You were created to live in peace, to be a vessel of reconciliation, to carry healing and no longer bear wounds. And I want to teach you to live this way. Forgiving is not forgetting what happened. It is not pretending that the pain never existed. It is recognizing that despite the hurt, you choose not to be imprisoned by it. It is opening the door for my love to enter and heal every broken corner of your soul. I know you might feel like you cannot do it. You might be thinking right now, but Lord, the hurt is too deep, the betrayal too cruel, the scars too painful. I do not dismiss your pain. I care deeply for every tear you have shed. But I also know that the power within you through my Spirit is greater than any wound. So today, start with a simple prayer. Lord, teach me to forgive. You do not need all the strength right now. You only need to give me permission to work within you. And little by little, I will teach you to release the burden, to let go of the resentment, to experience a lightness you thought was lost. When forgiveness is released, invisible chains are broken. The atmosphere of the home changes. Harsh words lose their echo. Eyes once heavy with guilt begin to shine with mercy. And where there was once division, reconciliation begins to grow. But it all starts with a silent choice within your heart. A choice often made through tears, but one that has a powerful echo in heaven. A choice that opens the door to miracles you could never create alone. Today, I call you to be that instrument of restoration within your family. Do not wait for others to change first. Do not tie your love to their response. Love first. Forgive first. Reach out first. I reached out to you when you did not yet know me. I loved you when you were still hiding from me. And now I send you to do the same within your home. It will not be easy every day. There will be moments when you feel wronged, when it seems your efforts are in vain. But in those moments, remember, every act of love sown in faith bears eternal fruit. What you do today with love and obedience will echo through the story of your family for generations. So do not give up. When you forgive, you become a channel of my grace. When you persist in loving, even without immediate return, you reflect my heart within your home. And it is through these silent acts that great walls fall, great miracles happen, and great stories are rewritten. The restoration of your home does not depend only on external circumstances. It depends mainly on what is being built within you today. I am shaping you to be a strong foundation for those still lost within their own homes. I am teaching you to be a voice of peace amidst the shouting, to be an embrace amidst rejection, to be light amidst the emotional darkness that sometimes hovers over the home. And know this: I will reward every tear, every prayer, every silent act of love. I see what no one else sees. I count every effort you make to keep love alive. And, in the right time, you will see with your own eyes what today you can only see through faith. Today is the day I show you the way of restoration. The day I teach you that power lies not only in grand gestures, but in daily acts of faithfulness, forgiveness, and new beginnings. It is the day I invite you to write a new story together with me. Do not look back. Do not be bound by the voices that say it is impossible. Look to me. I am the one who makes the impossible happen. And what I have begun in your home, no one can stop. Trust, walk, forgive, love. Because even if you cannot see it yet, the cracked walls are already being repaired. The hardened hearts are already being touched. The coldness of separation is already beginning to melt under the warmth of my presence. And it all began the moment you said, "Lord, teach me to love as you love." I heard that prayer, and today I answer, I am with you. Let us restore your home together. Now that your heart is being prepared, I want to teach you something even more precious. The power of the words you speak within your home. Words carry power, more than you realize. A single word can build up or tear down, heal or wound, bring closer or drive apart. And today I am calling you to be someone who chooses to sow life through your words, even when silence or retaliation feels easier. I know there are moments when the pain screams louder, moments when you feel the urge to defend yourself, to answer back, to prove you are right. But I ask you, take a deep breath. Allow my spirit to guide your words. Allow yourself, instead of giving a harsh reply, to speak words that bring peace. In a home, it's not beautiful words that build peace. It's sincere words, filled with love even when they are firm. Words that embrace rather than accuse, that correct without humiliating, that invite a new beginning rather than dredging up old mistakes. Today, I also want to restore the way you communicate. I want you to be a voice of hope among those who can only see faults. I want you to be the one who breaks the cycle of accusations and starts a new cycle, one of understanding, of listening, of rebuilding. Your children, your spouse, your family, members, they all need, even if they never say so, words that lift them up. Words that say, I still believe in you. Words that show love is not about deserving, but a daily choice. Words that breathe new hope into hearts that were on the verge of giving up. Even if it feels like no one is listening, even if your words seem to fall into silence, do not give up speaking with love. Every good word spoken into your home is like a seed planted in the soil of the soul. It may take time to grow, but in the right season it will bear fruit you cannot yet imagine. Perhaps today your home feels heavy, filled with bitter words spoken and never taken back. Perhaps there are painful memories tied to shouting, insults, cold silences. But I tell you, a new atmosphere can begin with you. When you change your voice, you change the atmosphere. When you choose words of peace, even while everything around you screams war, the climate shifts. Maybe not immediately, but slowly, like the dawn overtaking the night. I know this requires a strength that feels beyond you. I know it's easier to react in the heat of the moment. But I strengthen you. I place upon you my spirit, a spirit of gentleness, of wisdom, of restoring power, and more than that, I will be with you in every word you choose to speak, to bless, to heal, to restore. You will not be alone in the hard mission of being a voice of hope in your home. I will be your inspiration, your strength, your comfort. Every time you choose to love instead of accuse, I will be smiling with you. Every time you silence an impulse of anger to sow understanding, I will be holding your hand. Every time you prefer to build rather than destroy, even through tears, I will be building alongside you. I know there will be days when you feel tired of always taking the first step. Days when it seems unfair to carry the responsibility for peace alone. But remember what I have told you. Those who sow love reap miracles. And I, who see every gesture you make, am faithful to reward you. I will be the one who touches hearts through your actions. I will be the one who breaks down walls of pride through your humility. I will be the one who opens doors of reconciliation where once there was only separation. Trust in me. Keep sowing, even when the ground feels hard. Keep speaking words of life, even when only silence answers back. Keep believing that restoration is on its way, even when your eyes see no signs. I am the one who works in the unseen. I am the one who acts in the silence. I am the one who transforms hearts from the inside out. And if you remain faithful, loving, and hopeful, you will see with your own eyes what today seems impossible. And more than that, you will not only witness restoration, you will be known as someone who, even wounded, chose to heal, as someone who, even weary, chose to love, as someone who, even without all the answers, chose to trust. And I will honor your faith. I will honor your efforts. I will honor your sowing of life-giving words. And through you, many who today feel lost within their own homes will find their way back. So today, choose wisely the words you release. Every word you speak can be a stone thrown or a bridge built. Every phrase can be an open wound or an embrace of reconciliation. And I am right here beside you, ready to teach you how to build bridges. Rise today as someone who plants peace. Sow words of hope, of love, of faith, and trust. What you sow today with courage will become a place of shelter and rest for your family tomorrow. Because those who sow with tears will reap with joy. That is my promise to you. Now that you have understood the power of words, I want to take you even further. It's time to cultivate presence. Not just physical presence, but true presence. The kind that listens with the heart, that welcomes with the eyes, that embraces with the soul. Because many homes have people living together, yet very few are truly present for one another. Many share a roof but live separated by silent absences. Today, I invite you to be different, to be the one who, even tired, chooses to sit down and listen. Who lays aside the burdens of the day to offer real attention? Who sees family life as fertile ground for sowing love through simple gestures? You might think that great changes require great deeds. But I tell you, often what transforms a home is an attentive look, a sincere question, a listening ear without judgment. It's sharing a cup of coffee without hurry. It's a welcoming silence that says, "I'm here, you matter to me." Perhaps family conflicts have hardened hearts, built invisible walls, created distances too vast to cross. But know this, presence heals. Faithful, patient, persevering presence has the power to break down defenses built over years. It teaches that it is still possible to trust, still possible to love. When you choose to stay, even when words fail, you become a sign of my unconditional love. Without grand speeches, you show that love means staying, not giving up, being available even in the hardest moments. I know there are times when you feel unnoticed, when your presence seems unappreciated. But keep going, because even if it feels unseen, your constancy is planting deep roots of security in the hearts of those around you. And in the right time, those roots will bear fruit. Remember this, those who love stay. Those who love do not run from pain. Those who love do not give up because of silence or ingratitude. Because true love, the love I have planted within you, is patient, strong, and able to wait for the harvest. I know that waiting can be exhausting. I know that being present without seeing change can cause anguish. But I am shaping you in the waiting. I am teaching you to trust in me more than in immediate results. I am forming in you a heart like mine, a heart that loves until the very end. Never underestimate the power of your presence. The hug you offer today could be the healing someone needs but doesn't know how to ask for. The silent listening you give could be the breath of hope someone clings to. The sincere smile you share could be the first ray of light for a soul trapped in darkness. And remember, you too need to allow yourself to be cared for. Do not carry all the burdens of the home alone. Allow me to tend to your wounds as you care for others. Allow me to restore your strength as you pour yourself out in love. Your home needs you whole, not perfect. It needs your willing heart, not your exhausted strength. And it is in my presence that you will find renewal to stand firm. Set aside moments to seek me in silent prayer within your home. Invite me into every room, every conversation, every relationship. Dedicate your home to me daily, with simple, spontaneous prayers spoken from the heart. Because wherever I am invited, transformation happens, and as you seek me, your home will feel the change. Arguments will lessen, the atmosphere will lighten, reconciliations will begin to bloom, in small gestures, almost unseen but full of life. The transformation you long for will not come only through others changing. It will begin in the atmosphere you help create, an atmosphere of love, patience, and hope. And where there is hope, there is room for miracles. Today, I call you to plant the seed of presence, to be truly there, to truly listen, to to truly love. Do not let the rush of life steal from you the most precious thing, the opportunity to be a channel of my love within your home. Do not let the pain of the past rob you of the courage to stay. Do not let fear of the future paralyze your gestures. Of kindness today I am with you. I see every effort you make. I witness every hidden tear, every smile you offer even amidst your own pain. And I promise, what today seems small will be great in my eyes. Trust in me. Remain present. Keep on loving. Because the presence you cultivate today will become the most beautiful inheritance your family could ever receive. Now, in this moment of silence between me and you, I want you to hold something even deeper within your heart. You are never called to fight alone. The restoration of your home is a project that I myself have embraced alongside you. While you were sowing love amidst indifference, I was preparing the soil. While you were offering forgiveness amidst the pain, I was tearing down invisible walls. While you stayed when everything told you to give up, I was writing new chapters for your story. You have never walked alone. I was, I am, and I will be with you every step of the way. So now I ask you, rest in me. Rest your weary heart. Place in my hands the worries that steal your sleep. Entrust your loved ones to my grace, for I am far more able than you to reach where human love alone cannot. You have done your part, to love, to sow, to persevere. Now allow me to do mine, to transform, to heal, to reconcile. Your role was to trust, even when it seemed unlikely. My role is to surprise you, beyond what you ever asked for or imagined. Perhaps you still see signs of resistance. Perhaps harsh words still echo in your mind. Perhaps the silence of those you love still aches deep within your soul. But today I tell you, trust in the unseen, because where human eyes see impossibilities, my eyes see opportunities to act. I am visiting hearts as you pray. I am breaking chains of pride as you sow words of love. I am healing deep wounds while you remain available to love. Day by day I'm preparing the ground for the harvest to come, and in the right time, a time not measured by human clocks but by the perfect rhythm of my love, you will see transformation. You will witness unexpected reunions, tearful embraces, heartfelt apologies from places you least expect. You will see doors open, hearts softened, families rebuilt. Today, I want you to see yourself celebrating. Yes, celebrate by faith even before you see, because the victory you believe in today will be the reality you live tomorrow. Celebrate the husband who will learn to love sincerely again. Celebrate the wife who will rediscover tenderness. Celebrate the children who will trust again, who will smile, who will open their hearts once more. I never promised a life without battles, but I promised victory to those who persevere. And today, looking at all you have sown with love and faith, I tell you, you are more than a conqueror, not by your own strength, but by the strength I have poured into you. So lift your head, reignite the flame of hope. Raise your hands in prayer, not to ask for more, but to give thanks in advance, because great things are already being born in the unseen, and soon you will see them with your own eyes. I know how hard it was for you to come this far. I know how much you fought in silence. I know the days when the burden seemed heavier than you could bear. But know this, not a single tear was wasted. They watered the soil of faith where restoration is now beginning to bloom. Today, I want to seal a truth deep within your heart, a truth that will never change. You are loved, your home is loved, and everything entrusted to me is restored in the right time in the most beautiful way. So do not fear tomorrow. Do not be afraid of uncertainties. When I am in command, even what seemed lost becomes a testimony. Even what seemed like an end becomes a more beautiful beginning than anything you could have dreamed of. Trust. Persevere. Love without holding back. And allow me to write, with my own hands, the most beautiful story your family has ever lived. The promise still stands. The miracle has already begun, and the restoration will be complete. Because I am faithful. And you? You are the answer of love your home needs. You are the light shining in the darkness. You are the embrace that tears down walls, the word that breathes life, the smile that renews hope. Never doubt what I can do through a willing heart, because it was through hearts like yours that I worked miracles yesterday. And it is through hearts like yours that I will continue to perform miracles today. So go. Go with peace. Go with courage. Go with faith. And know this: every home entrusted to me I transform into a place of healing, restoration, and true love. And so it shall be with your family.